another edition of Craps Down Under. Today I'm going to use a new strategy that I've been testing. I think it's very, very simple in concept. In fact, really almost doesn't get too much simpler. And the idea is that what we're going to do is we're going to lay the 10 or the 4, pick either number, it doesn't really matter. I'm doing all my stuff random rolling, so but we're going to lay the number, and so basically I'll do that here. So lay the 10, $70, and we're going to use a little bit of a ladder, positive progression. So lay it for 70, and then we basically put 10 on the hard 10. Now this basically means that we've only got 2 combinations of dice, which is the 6-4 and 6-4, those 2 dice combinations which hurt us. The good thing about that is doesn't mean that they're not going to come up. Of course they're going to come up. In fact, even in my a lot of my strategies or ideas I test, I rapid roll them out, and I had back-to-back 4 6-4 10s in a row before a 7. So you can have runs of 6-4 10s that are beating the 7, and that does happen. So it could potentially even happen here today. But the idea is, look, we do lose a bit. The hard ways does tax it a little bit, but it reduces that one combination, which actually makes a positive progression more in our favour, because there's, you've got 6 ways to roll a 7. You've only got 2 ways against us, so we've got basically a 3 to 1 in our favour probability wise. Now the payout's not there. The payout is less, but the idea is that by progressing our bets, we do expect to get basically 3 wins for every loss, and that's the basic premise of the idea. And if we can progress our bets a couple of times, then we can hopefully make up for the losses. If those pressed up bets are obviously not the ones where the 6-4 10 rolls. So let's see how we go. I'll take this back because this is from the dealer. But in my testing, it really had very little drawdown for the entire strategy. The worst I saw was, I think was either 5 back-to-back 6-4s, which is pretty horrible. I mean, even 5 7s in a row is pretty rare. So I think I've seen one of the rarest kind of events, but doesn't mean it won't happen. So what we're going to do, 70 lay, and 10 on the hard 10. So our net exposure here is not a lot, and we'll start from 70, then we'll go to 140, and then 210. So we'll go up $70 each time. I will probably collect a couple of times at some of those levels, and we'll just see how we go with the dice. And you really use your discretion in terms of when you want to press up to the next level, or if you want to keep collecting. It's really discretionary. So here we go, and we've got a 5. So I'll try and roll this out rapidly. Now I'm not going to track the point, because we only really care about is the 10 and the 7. So I'm not going to bother tracking the point, just to be clear. I'm just going to roll this as sort of fast as I can, because it's going to be pretty uneventful. 3, 6, 6, 4, yo, 6, and there's a 7. All right, so we lose this, but we are going to get paid 35, and we owe, now we'll have to get some whites. Let me do that. Get some whites. All right, and we do owe $1 in vig. So we put our hardway back, 25 in our rack, and we keep trucking on. 5, 8, 5, 3, can't get that one. There's a 6-4 10. So this is one we lose on. So that's what we lose. right? So we lost our $70, $80. So far we're down. Now, oh, it's all right. I was going to think I could track my losses, but we'll track it in our bankroll. So we're going to go back up $70 on our lay, and we don't progress. We just start at the base level, 10 in the on the hard 10, and we keep trucking. 8, yo, 3, 5, hard 10 again. Sorry, hard 10, easy 10. So again, we lose and we lose. So we've had 2 back-to-back losses, which is pretty good. I mean, that's we haven't had a 7. We've had the 10s beat the 7 twice. So here we go. Go back up. So we are seeing a loss of. What I might do? Let me get myself a rack of row of these guys. Alright, so that's 100 in red, because we need that for our hard ways. Alright, so here we go. 6, so quite a roll. Don't know where the 7s are. It's an 8. 4, 6. I never get these kind of rolls. There's our 7. Never get these kind of rolls when we're playing light side. So again, we lose our hard way, and our 70 gets paid 35, and we owe dollar big. Alright, so we lost 1 there. Now we've lost a couple, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take us up to, there's 40, sorry, there's 40 there. I can't fit that back in there. So what I'll do, take us up to the next level, 140 on our lay, and then 10 on the hard 10. That pays 70. Pays 140. That's all we have to do there. So yeah, the 20 here. I keep saying 10. It's 20 on the hard 10. Pays 140. So the hard 10's a wash for us. 3, 4, 6. God, wow! These easy 10s are a murder on the 7. So again, lost 140 bucks. So I will stay at this level. We also lose our hard way, so it's 160 in losses. 2, 3. There we go. $140 lay, and 20 over here. All right. Yo. 6. I mean, this is a phenomenal roll. I don't know where the 7s are. There's our 437. There we go. So we do get basically get paid 70. We'll take, sorry, 70. What have I done? Paid 70 because we lost that, but the house has to give us that little bit extra, and we also owe some vig. So give them 5 and get back 2 in vig. All right, so go back up here and I'll rack that. Get rid of these guys. All right, mate, we'll get some new dice. Try and get a couple at this level. There's a 7 again. So again, we lose that bit. We get paid 2 over here, and IO, sorry, 3 in vig. Right. Back to there, rack the green. So I've had a couple at that level. So now I'm going to push to the 210 level. So I'll just put it in here, 210, all right, $210 lay, and 30 pays 210 on for the hard way. So this is where we're up to our third tier, and then I'll start it all over again. But we're just hoping to get another 7 before we get an easy 10. That's all we're caring about. 7 before an easy 10. 9. Hard 8. 4. 6. 3. Hard 4. 6. 4, easy. 9. Aces, quite a long roll. 9. 5. I mean, these are brilliant rolls. There's our hard 10. So we don't make that one. So again, I'm going to stay at that level. 210 and 30 on the hard 10. But you've got to say it's quite a long roll. Yo. Whoops, that didn't even hit the back wall. Midnight. Hard 4. And this roll just keeps going. And there's our 7. So 210, we're going to get paid 105. 105, going to lose our hard way. We are going to have to pay $5 in vig. I'll rack that back up. We need to get a couple of those at this level. 8. But you have to say the 6, 4, 10 has appeared, I think, more times than the 7 at this state. We've actually seen the 10 beat the 7 quite a few times. Yeah. Come on, 7. No, still no 7. Sometimes you get that. You just get rolls where, for whatever reason, 7 ain't going to show. 5, 3, 8. Long rolls. I can almost never get these when I'm playing the 5, 6, 8. I can never get rolls like this. I mean, this is just a beautiful roll. Got the hard 10. Now that's a complete wash. 30 pays 210. So complete wash. We don't need to do anything there. There's our 7. So again, another 105. We lose our hard way. We have to pay $5 in vig. And I'll go back up on it one more time because of the number of losses we've had on that 6-4. Kind of want to get back to some kind of profit because you kind of need 3 for every loss. And there's our 7. So again, another 105. We lose our hard way. Pay a vig. In fact, I could just drop the 100, and I probably will do that on my next time we play at that level. Now I'm going to come back down, get back down into our rack. Now let's see how many we've got here, because remember we were started with a $1,700 bankroll. 6, 7. Just want to see where we're at. That's so 500, 600, 700, 800 plus 500 here, so 1,300. So we're still down a little bit, still down quite a bit. So we'll stick with it. I'm going to go back down to the lower level at the $70 level. The idea is you kind of go up and come down. If you get a loss, you kind of try and stay at that level. That's my idea, because I do want to try and recover my losses at that level. But there's nothing to say you can't go down and work your way up. It's just do what you feel. If you ever decide to play this, do what you feel is right. So given I got 70 there, I just need 10 on my hard 10. And just making sure I got 50, 60, 70. Yep, perfect. All right, so here we go. 8. But if we see a run of 7s, then it is a beautiful thing. Midnights. And there's a 7. All right. So we'll lose there, we'll win there, pay $1 big. All right. So let's go up to the next level. Make it 140. 140 and 20. Whoops, 20 over here on the hard 10. That goes on there. All right, here we go. 6, 8, and there's a 7. So, okay, we lose this, but we get paid 70, and we owe $3 vig. Let's do that a couple of times. 3. Hard 10 doesn't affect us. And there's a 7. So again, we lose the hard way, but we get paid here. And we owe some vig. All right, let's see where we're at. $500, $600, $700, $800, $1,300. Not quite back, still a little way to go. $1,400, $1,500, $1,600. Well, we're just shy of our starting bankroll. Maybe 25 bucks. Maybe not even that, because I've got more than 25 here. Yeah, look, we're basically at even. So we're basically at even now from having that getting knocked off at that high level. So that's okay. We're now we've made money at this level. We are now going to go up to the 210 level. And put 30 over here. See how we go. 7, perfect. All right, so that's going to be 105. We have to pay the vig. We do lose our hard way, so we take that back. All right, so we'll try and get a couple at this level, and then we'll start it all over again. 3. 5. Now, if you go, oh look, I've done 3 rolls, not feeling it, a bit worried, then you can go, okay, just indulge it for less. There's nothing wrong with doing this at all, right? Nothing wrong at all. You go, look, I don't know, I think we're due for an easy 10, right? So just go, okay, if you think we're due for an easy 10, let's just play at the $70 level. 10 over here. All right, so if you think we're due for it, then just do that. Play at the lower level. Hard 8. Aces. 6. 4. Came easy. Hard 10. Wash. In fact, yeah, I can show it, but you know, this pays 70. We've got 70 there. Done. Right. Just goes all back. 7. All right. So we lose that. Paid here. $1 vig. We can go back up if we want. Let's do that. Go up to the 140 level. And actually, sorry, I need 10 over here. Sorry, 20 I should say. 20 on the hard 10. All right. Got a yo. And there's a 7. So starting to see a few 7s come through. So obviously we lose the hard way, but 140 pays 70, and we owe 3 in vig. All right, let's see where we are. Let's see where we're at now. All right. Not colouring up, but we're just doing a stock take. That's the best way to describe it. That one there. Got a little bit left over. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite 5, but 1400. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 1500. 1600. 1700, right? So we're up 140 bucks, thereabouts. What I might do, I might try, let me convert these, get some blacks. Might take them back as blacks, just to make it a little bit easier visually to see what our profit is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. 1,000. All right. So we know we've got a 1,000 in blacks there. So we've got 1,500, 1,600, 1,700. So yeah, very easy, very easy to see where we're up to. All right, so we've got another 7 at that level. Let's do another one at this same level, at this 140 level. $140 lay. I'll get some reds. Alright. So we need a $20 hard 10. And all you're really looking for this is just to get a little run of 7s somewhere in the session. That's all we're looking for. A few runs of 7s will easily get to our $300, $400 target. It's not that difficult to get there. Yo. $7. Oops, I rolled that one. Was a 3. Come back. Can't roll him back, but he was a 3. Fortunately, where is that 3? There he is. So it was a 437. All right, so again 140. We lose our lay, pick up 70, we owe some vig. Alright, goes back, collect, and we can just keep doing this as many times. You don't have to go up to that next level if you don't want to. This is 6 to 8. There's a hard 10, easy 10. Keep getting mixed up, so we lose a fair bit of money here. So that's probably most of our profit that we had actually taken away from us in that one hit. So again, we can start at the lower level. We don't have to stay at that level, but I tend to like to stay at the level. We want what, 50? Oh look, I'll start at the 70. One of the things of starting back at a lower level once you get knocked off is, and if you only progress up based on success, that means the back-to-back ones are only going to hurt you at the cheaper level. So if we get another back-to-back 6, 4, 10, then by doing it at the lower level, we're only paying the price at that level. And you can get runs of these things. So the idea is we don't escalate on losses. We just either stay at the same level or we drop down on a loss. If you use that, I think you'll stay pretty okay with this play. And we're just hoping to get a run of 7s before the 10. 9. And there's a 7. But in order to recover that loss, we do need to get a few wins. So we've sort of broken, I guess the run a little bit. So we lose here. We pick out 35 because we're only paying at the $70 level. We do owe $1 vig. That goes back, so it's basically a $24 winner. Now we can progress up. If you thought, okay, well that's a good win, we can, rather than getting couple at this level, we could progress to the 140. All right, let's do that. And need an extra red. We can go back, play a hard way a little bit higher. 7, all right. So again, 140, win 70. And we owe a little bit of vig. I'll take this back, get 2 in change. Back onto our hard 10, rack the greens. So those few wins that we've actually had, we've recovered that loss that we had at earlier with the 6-4. There's another 7 again. All right, 3 for the vig. Rack the green. Hard 10, doesn't affect us, it's a complete wash. 5, 6, 7. All right, so by now you know the drill. We rack 2, need to pay some vig, $3 in vig. All right, now hard way stays up. Let's just do another stock take. Let's see where we're at. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got a little bit, one extra here. So I got 1,000, 1,100, 1,600. 1,700, so that's our original bankroll. All this is our profit. So I can see roughly we've got maybe about 180, 190, somewhere around there in profit. So I'll take that back, give us back a black. All right, so I know right here, 1,700. Everything else is profit. So, let's just do the $70 level again. Oh, we can go up to the next level. Why not? Let's go to the next level. 210. Give it a shot. And 30 on a hard way. And a 7. All right. This is what we want to see. This is why we're here. We're here for these kind of rolls. So again, I get paid 105. That 5 pays my vig basically, and the hard way is what I lose. All right. That goes back there, and you can do this again, or you can go, look, I'm scared at this level. Don't like doing that. I've rolled the dice. It's worked in my favour. I don't want that hard, the easy 10 coming along and taking away my hard-earned profits. And that's a defensive strategy, and there's a lot of merit in doing that. So why don't we do that? Right, we'll play at the $70 level here. Go back down to 1, because realistically you don't really want to be playing at the high level very long, because there is that risk. Once you get 1 at that level, you go, okay, great, got there. Now let's drop back down again, right? So you sort of snuck it in, and ideally you want your losses to the 6, 4, 10 to be coming when you're on the lower level. And all I'm doing is just a 3 level, and it's basically multiple of 70, right? 70, 140, 210, that's all. And you could go up further if you want. It's up to you, but I'm just showing sort of a 3 level little play here. 5, doesn't affect us. Aces, doesn't affect. And there's a 7. So if we had stayed at that level, would have been great. Dollar vig. Halfway goes back. And rack that one. We could go, let's get a couple maybe. Couple at this level. 4-3. Straight off the bat. Again, $35 vig in our rack. What do we want to do? Let's go up the next level. 140. I'll play at the 140 level. See how we go. Looks like midnight. And 4-3. All right. So when you get this nice little run like this, it is a beautiful thing. There, we have to pay $3 vig. I'll take one of these back, get 2 in change. All right. So how have we got to our profit? Let's see. All right, let's see where we're at. That's 17 there. The rest is profit. 100. 300. And a little bit left over. Okay, 350. So 350, 360, 3. Right, so 363 is our profit for the day. I'll take this one back, get ourselves a purple, and I'll take these 2 rows of blacks, get ourselves a yellow. There's our original bankroll, chuck it in there. And all of this is what we get to keep. Now with the 1700, our profit target is 10% 170, 20% is 340. So we're well above what we need to be. We're above that target. So I'm just going to say that's long enough. But the idea is and I want you to think about this, the reality is how many times are you going to see 6, 4, 10 beat the 7 and continue to beat the 7 on a long run? Like how many times is it really going to beat the 7? A 6, 4, 10. And you're going to find that it's actually a very, very rare occurrence for you to get a lot of 6, 4, 10s beating the 7 consistently. And that's why this strategy kind of works. You're getting more wins than losses, even though your wins aren't like big wins because you're laying odds. You know, you're laying to win less, and you've got the overhead of the hard way. Oh, that is an overhead, but I've actually found when I was test rolling this that without the hard way, it is a lot more volatile. With having the hard way there, it gives you just that little bit of extra protection to allow you to get a couple of back-to-back wins where you can kind of take your bets and escalate your bet up to a next level on your win, which is what we did. And that's why we're able to recover our losses with a couple of hits, and we're going to get a couple of hits, a couple of 7s for every hard 10. We're actually going to get 3 7s for every hard 10 what we see on average. And you will get strings of 6, 4, 10, 6, 4, 10, 6, 4, 10, that'll happen. But just be aware that that's not going to continue to keep going. It's really difficult for someone to just continue to do 6, 4, 10, 6, 4, 10, 6, 4, 10 and do 20 of those in a session. Because remember, we've got a $1,700 bankroll here. We're risking 70 at the lowest level, 70 plus 10, right? It's $80 is all we're risking. So you'd have to get like almost 20 of those and no 7s. 20 6, 4, 10s versus no 7s. I think it's so rare you just won't see it. So I think by and large you'll mostly potentially just tread water. You'll go up and down a bit, up and down a bit, and then you'll get a run of 7s and you go bang, 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 and thank you very much, got my profit. And that's kind of what this play is oriented at, is to just get that little run of 7s and milk it. So there we go. We got our profit. Now, for those who go, oh geez, you're running away early, you could go and do a an all or nothing. I'm going to take my profit. I'm going to risk my profit on the next roll for a 7. You could also do something like that, because I do think this is a fairly resilient play. So if you do lose it, you just start over again, build it up, and then do your big bet. So you could certainly do a bigger bet to try and just lock in some extra profit. I'm not going to do that because I want to end the video, but I'm just saying that these are things you can do if you want to have a little bit more excitement. But those bonus plays, can often reduce your profits. So yeah, you could take 200 and go, great, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to see if a 7 comes, right? So you could do that. And maybe protect it like what we were doing, playing it at that $30 on the hard 10, 210 up here, and just do one roll at that high level before you go, and just see if you can get that extra $100. Right? Maybe we'll do it. Let's try it. Let's do it. Let's go for it. So I need to get one of these back. We're going to do a go for it play here. Now it may take away all our profit. Who knows? But we've still got some profit here, right? So we've still got that profit there. Let's do this one go. See if we get the 7. There's a 7. Beautiful. All right. So I'm not going to argue with that. That was a very nice outcome. So we lose this $30. We do owe VIG. We get paid 105. We owe $5 VIG. So there you go. Little bonus play at the end, but it just shows you kind of, there's only 2 combinations can beat you, and that's the reality of it, right? 2 combinations, you got a pretty good chance of getting a win. All right, so let's see, what's our final one here? 33, all right? So 433. So we got there. We did risk some of our profit there, and we were willing to just accept a mediocre profit of about $130 40 bucks, 30 bucks or whatever it was. But we got there, we actually added an extra about 100 bucks. Not quite, but 70 bucks, somewhere around there. So not a bad outcome for us this session. And certainly I find this in the practicing, and I after my last 6, 7, 8 video, I actually did a huge amount of testing of that strategy, trying different variations. And I have put comments on my video about that. But my findings, which is why I just got to going, well, I'm just going to do a lay bet, avoid the come outs, because this is the problem I have. A large don't bet, then with a hybrid play, your large don't bet on short rolls, you make nothing, or you make very, very little on a very short roll. And you actually need 5 hits to pay for every don't loss. So if you get a short roll because it's, you know, when I say short roll, you're back into the don't pass. On the come out, you're back into the come out. You're getting a short roll because the shooters either hit your don't, or they've done a PSO. And usually with a don't play, you actually want a short hand. You don't want lots of rolls, because every roll is another chance that you're going to get knocked off your don't. Sure, it's also another chance that the 7 can roll, but you know, it's just you're risking more times to make your money, right? When you're on the pass line, of course, you don't mind a long roll, because a long roll gives you more chances for them to eventually hit your bet. But still, you've got the disadvantage against the 7. But here's the thing: no matter whether the don't pass, whether it wins or loses, you're straight back into a disadvantage roll. So you're putting, you know, what was it? It was 100. I don't have quite 150 here, but you're putting 150 on my previous strategy, $150. So you win. Oh, great, we've got an ace deuce. Great, you win. So now what are you doing? You're straight back into a disadvantage roll. Let's say it travels and you get a good number, you get a 4, and then they PSO, and you haven't had any light side hits. So this ends up being a wash. So you've got nothing back. And guess what? Win or lose, you're now straight back into a disadvantage roll. So I actually find the dynamics of this very, very difficult, given the fact I need five hits per loss. If I play my 5, 6, 8, I only need 2 hits for every loss to recover. 5 I find is a little bit too much to get. Not saying you can't get it, of course you can get it when you're getting shooters making long points, but here's the thing: you get one shooter hit their point, then PSO. Then another shooter rolls a come out yo, and then sets a point, PSOs. All right, how many light side hits have you had? You've had 2 losses, no light side hits. Third shooter comes along, sets a point, rolls one number, hits no number, then PSOs. Right, fourth shooter comes along, rolls a come out 7. So now you're down another. How many back-to-back losses do you want to go before you actually get a run where you get, you know, if you've got three don'ts of lost, you now need 15 rolls, 15 hits to actually recover from that. And that's what I find when I'm getting shooters, and in my testing, I just found I was getting shooters hitting the point, sandwiched between shooters, you know, basically setting the point, PSOing, where you make nothing, and then another shooter hitting a point, PSO, shooting a point, a come out 7, a come out yo, and before you know it, you've got 7 to 13, 14 back-to-back losses, and you've had very little light side hits. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 here. It's just not enough to make up for the losses. So I'm not saying you can't get nice runs where you get that, and I actually looked at it. The only time you actually make money on it is when the shooter's hitting everything but the point. And that's where you get to recover the collateral damage that you get on the come outs and hitting the points. So you kind of need, I find you're expecting too much. You're actually asking that the shooter have moderately good rolls and not hit the point. Moderately good rolls and not hit the point. And you don't want to see too many come out 7s, not too many come out yos, not short hands. If you have short hands, that's bad for you because you make nothing on the short hands. You've taken all the risk on the come out and made nothing. So that, because it becomes a wash with your light side action. So I found the dynamics and I did a couple of hours of rolling to try this out, and I had a little bit of success, as I just described, where you got shooters doing everything, hitting everything but the point, and having a moderately good roll. Any other time, I was finding it was just not able to keep its head above water. So, but I understand everyone has different experiences at the table, but that's why I won't be playing that play again, at least in my Bankroll series. I tried different variations, still didn't work. So that's why I kind of let me trim everything back. Let's go back to something really simple. And that's why I did this today. It's really simple. It's one bet here and a hard way hedge. That's all we're doing. And we're just working on that. The advantage, the six combinations for the 7 versus only 2 combinations that can hurt us. So we've got a 3-to-1 probability advantage. And because of that, we can use a couple of different levels to try and get a run of wins. And when we get that run of wins, we profit. And it's as simple as that. So yeah, we definitely have a good probability advantage laying a 10 or a 4. But you will get those runs of the easy 10 or the easy 4 knocking you off. So my chips are falling down. But I think this was a very, very successful play today. So what am I going to do? And I might take the rest of this, see if I've got enough. That was our leftover stuff. Not quite enough. Not quite enough there for a black. I was hoping I could get another black. Anyway, not quite enough. So I've got these all now at 1600, except for that one. He's just shy, but good enough. I think it was a successful session. I might do this for a few more sessions, and we'll see how it goes. Just a different kind of play. And in fact, with this play, we can actually play this completely independent of anything else we want to do. So we can kind of think this is here's a game we're doing here, and then maybe we're doing something else over here. We're not using it as a hedge. We're treating them as completely separate games. And I think, yeah, maybe we can do something like that. But that will require more bankroll. So potentially have to play this at a little bit lower level. Yeah, anyway, I'll leave it there. And yeah, like to get your comments and thoughts and feedback. And please, if you practice this at home, let me know how you go. Let me know how it works for you or doesn't work for you. I'm always open to your experiences that you guys have. And yeah, I'll leave it there.